Hey guys, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and basically say that, you know, if you live in a small town like I do, you probably have something like a Rite Aid or a CVS or, like I said, if you live in a town like I do, a small town, you probably have a CVS or a Rite Aid or a Walgreens, and depending on what size of the store it is, I think, and I'm not trying to say this because I want to get a job or anything, because I've already applied at some of these places. I'm just waiting on them to try to contact me and see if perhaps, they'll have an opening, because they say they are hiring, places are hiring right now. But basically, I think Andre Meadows once said something about a place like Walgreens and Rite Aid and all of them, and that is, you should not sleep on these stores, and he's right. You shouldn't, because when one thinks about it, when one really thinks about it, even though, depending on the store size and all that, they're kind of looked at as mini Walmarts and Targets, but mostly mini Walmarts. And the reason I say they're like mini Walmarts, these stores, is mostly because of the fact of they sell the same items, almost. I mean, for example, my mom and I love Crystal milk. I mean, nothing against store-branded milk like Nob Hill, Rayleigh's, if you will, or anything like that, or Bel Air, whatever, the store's name is in your vicinity. Because here it's Nob Hill, in other places it's Rayleigh's, other places it's Bel Air. But honestly, again, nothing against store-branded milk. But when I went into Rite Aid just to look around a little bit, and I've been in there multiple times since I moved here, basically I noticed recently that they sell Crystal milk. And my mom and I love Crystal milk. My mom especially loves the Crystal milk. And the 2% Crystal milk, the one that has the blue color, if you will. And she likes it. She feels she basically feels that it's a better tasting milk. I'll put it that way. So yeah, when I told her, because ever since I was let go, the only milk we've been buying, courtesy of Nob Hill, has been the Rayleigh's brand milk, which is good milk, don't get me wrong. But when I walked into Rite Aid and noticed they had Crystal milk, I told her, hey, they got Crystal milk in there. She was surprised. So on Sunday, when we did a little grocery shopping, mostly at Nob Hill, we went over next door to Rite Aid. After we put the groceries away in the car, we went over to Rite Aid, which is right next door. And we bought some other things. She bought her makeup and stuff. But we also I bought basically some Crystal milk. And it was on sale. So I only bought one, but still, it was good. It felt good, if you will. Or it was nice to at least know, I should say, that we have a place here in town that sells it. Now, I don't know about the dollar store, if it sells it, but obviously, Rite Aid here in town does. And it sells other stuff too, like, I'm sure Nob Hill and all of them sell these. I just recently got these. But I don't know if they sell them in this kind of value pack. Because the only places I know of that sell them in a value pack is, Walmart, is places like a Walmart or a Target or whatever. And again, I have to agree with Andre on this, you cannot sleep on places like Rite Aid or Walgreens or CVS, because, or Long's Drugs, depending if that's still around. I don't know, whatever your equivalent of a CVS or a Rite Aid is in your area, you can't sleep on them, because they, in reality, folks, are nothing more than a mini Walmart or Target. The only thing that's holding them back is the size of the store, and that's it. Sometimes they may get a huge lot to put the store in, and they'll have enough room to put stuff in there, probably more so than any other location. But still, I have to really agree with Andre here, and that is you cannot sleep on the store. You cannot sleep on these kind of stores because, they will surprise you. They really will. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and basically let you know that you shouldn't sleep on a Rite Aid or a Walgreens or a CVS, especially if you live in a small town, subpar city, region part of, a bigger, town and city. Because, if you have a Rite Aid, if you have a, Long's Drugs, you have, a CVS or a Walgreens or whatever the equivalent is of those stores in your region, don't sleep on them, because they are basically in reality mini Walmarts and Targets when you really think about it. So that's all I'm going to say though, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are down below. Let me know if you agree with what I had to say here, and I will talk to y'all later.